All right, all right, all right. Good Wednesday morning. Man, it's been raining here for 2 days. I think it's gonna rain for another day. I'm sinking into depression. I'm so affected by the weather. Let's see if I freak out this winter. I've got a lot planned, so I think I'm gonna make it through the winter. Hey, listen, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like if you're new to the channel. I go live at 9 o'clock, and we get some killer days, baby. We've had quite a week this week. Yeah, only 2 days of trading, but if you just did, I don't even know where my notes are. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yesterday, if you just took 3 contracts, traded with me how I trade on units, would have been a $4,800 day for you. That's just 3 contracts. And we did that in one, two. Oh, we had 4 trades yesterday. Yesterday was a good day, good active day. We had 4 trades, $4,800. Really not bad. And it was the last trade of the day that was the monster. If you just did 3 contracts, it would be 2,000, 4,000, 2,500. The reason I say if you just do 3 contracts is because I trade in units of 3, and your units can be comprised of whatever you're comfortable with. 2 contracts per unit, 10 contracts per unit. That's up to you and your trading risk and tolerance. And you don't stress yourself out. That's why I don't discuss the size I trade. I don't want anybody to feel influenced or try to compete with my size. I've been doing this 20 years. You start out small, smart, make your money. You could even do it in micro contracts in futures. You follow along. I mean, it's the S&P 500 we're trading. You do the MES, and you could whack it up into 3 pieces and follow my trading philosophy. And really, it's just putting money in the bank on every move. Keeps your head in the game. You know, you're not comfortable. You're not reactionary. You know, you're making some loot. And if the trade turns around on you, at least you banked a little something, something. So, yeah, check me out at 9 o'clock, see what's going on. Let's get to the day today. Today, we got some news that's really going to get in my way, man. I don't like, well, if you're around, stick around with me. You know I don't like to trade ahead of news. So pre-market, we got balance of trade. And that's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. And pre-market also, we have exports and imports for July and the Red Book year over year. And then we got some Fed governors speaking, one after another, man. So, I mean, we're not going to get any peace. We got one speaking at 9 o'clock, which is Barkin, and Barkin is always bearish Barkin. And that's 9 o'clock. Shouldn't really affect our trading unless you're trading futures and you find an entry. Then at 10, we've got Mester and Brainard at 12. And then Fed Bar at 2. And then we get the Beige Book at 2 and API oil. And normally today is oil day, but when there's a holiday in the week, they kick it over to Thursday. So that's really going to fuck up a Thursday because a lot of traders sit back and they're trading that oil report. So they're not focused on the ES. It's light volume. It's usually choppy before that. So it's actually pushed ahead a day and a half hour. 1 day, 30 minutes. So 11 o'clock, we get the oil tomorrow. And then we got Powell talking tomorrow at 9:10. So at least that's pre-market. And that'll get some movement. And that might, you know what? You're going to get some pre-market movement. And then I think we're going to fall into the oil day doldrums. And yeah, I'm glad we made money. I'm not going to be too aggressive, man. It's been a good week. And I don't want to give anything back. And I think the market's been waiting on Powell. So, yeah, that's it for the market. Let's get to it. All right, we're going to be quick, but we're going to cover a lot. So I'm looking bearish on oil, and you can see it broke that little trend line right there. And we're bouncing back today, but it's setting up kind of a bear flag. So, I mean, we have a whole day. We really can't count it. So we're neutral to bearish, watching that to see if we could develop a flag right there. And then we go to gold. So Really nothing's been going on, but I'm watching this test of the lows. Put that baby in. I know I should do my homework before I join you guys, but so here it kind of broke that trend line. So that's a good entry right there. And really, you might, if you want to be a little more conservative, wait for a break of the low of 93.90. And I mean, we're 10 points away. You could take your gamble, but I would go there, put my stop up here. And then my first off is going to be testing this low. I'm going to take a little bit off and see how we do there. If it shoots back in my face, that's 82.80. So that's a nice little move on gold. But breaking that, I think we ought to see a fairly decent retrace. And I don't have the continuing contracts up here, so I can't go back and take a look at that for you. Now we take a quick look at the bonds. So bonds broke support yesterday, which was very nice, and that was an entry for me. Now I'm watching this flag. See how this flag develops if it kicks back in my face or what have you. But we broke support. Next target where we reevaluate is 131, and it looks like 25, 30 seconds or 230 seconds. So yeah, we're gonna watch that. I mean, we won't know if it's a flag until the end of the day. But I went in on that break of that support. I'm not one off yet. I've still got my whole position in it, but I'm feeling bearish. Just with the Fed out there, I mean, everything's just a variable. And now, what are we looking at? Bitcoin. All right, we've been clocking this support, staying neutral for days. Yesterday, we discussed if it breaks the low or breaks the high, it's an opportunity to take a trade. Here's the trade, man. And I'm one off on this bad boy already. So I've got 2 units sitting, waiting to go. And I don't know, it moves into a consolidation. I mean, you could argue that this is a flag. If it breaks yesterday's low today, or actually this is my 240. Let's take a look at it on a 1 minute and try to figure out a plan here. Yeah, we're setting up a flag, but I'm going to be conservative, Dave. I'm going to probably play this. I'm one off. I'm moving my stop down to the 1900, 1926 area. And I'm waiting for a trigger right here, right? So we could argue this is a shitty looking flag, but still the flag concept, right? Strong move down. Here's a move down. Still going down. Here's the retrace. So a break of this morning's 240 chart. Or bar. Well, let's just give it a number. A break of 565. I'm moving my stop down below to the 1872, and hopefully I get a continuation on this. The test will be down around here to see if this thing's going to keep moving. But it's a positive trade. And that's what we're looking for. All right. Just for everybody's edification, natural gas, right, which is relative to propane. Propane kind of moves with natural gas. And I'm kind of bearish, and I'm watching for a bear flag on the daily. So, yeah, if you're going to fill those tanks, hang out a little bit, let this baby move down. Let's see if we could see a reversal pattern before you fill the tank. So we wanted to push down and then demonstrate that it may be done pushing down, and then we could fill the tanks. See if you got a little restaurant money for the week. Looking at gasoline. Looks like it's in a steady downtrend. I would call this, we're looking at the dailies, I would call this a micro trend. We really have to see this move up a little bit, but on a break of this trend here, this might be putting the cart before the horse a little bit. Let's see if that worked. All right, we got to expand this. I'm going to watch that trend. I mean, I'm anticipating that this bar closes up. I could readjust it later, but I'm going to watch that trend. And if we break that, we're going to have another little leg down, which would not be a terrible thing. And let's get rid of this bad boy. Take a quick look at ES. And ES, I am. I'm going to have to be neutral on this bad boy. We're getting some divergence here. Getting some bearish divergence. We got the Fed out there. I don't see anything here that's exciting me. This is my 240. Let's look at my daily. Yeah, we could watch to see if we build. If we chop around today, we're building a bear flag. We could watch for that. I'm neutral right now, pending or watching for this bear flag. These micro trends keep clicking off. That's cool. Micro trends, head and shoulders, my favorite patterns. All right, let's take a quick look at some equities, shall we? I always mess this up. Here we go, right there. Yeah, that's all right. That'll do me. All right, quick look at Amazon, just on the daily. Yeah, I'm neutral. Nothing going on. It's just chopping around. We got an inside bar right here. And Tesla, the Tesla. Yeah, same thing, inside bar. Nothing really going on. Let's look at Apple. Apple's always interesting. I mean, obviously in this consolidation right here. I mean, it's big, so you're gonna have to drill down. Oh, this is a 1 minute chart. There we go. I guess the other ones were 1 minute also. So I misled you. We'll go back, make the correction. It's good. It makes my videos longer. Favors my algorithms. All right, so we're gonna be like this now. Okay. Oh, okay. Amazon's a daily. That's cool. Amazon's a daily. Tesla's a daily. All right, we don't have to go back. There you go. Apple. On the daily. I don't know. You had a bear flag that triggered. Very aggressive, those bars, though. I don't like them for flags. I mean, I'm bearish. My bias is bearish. I don't see any setup, though. Nothing to get into on a long term. And again, the market's waiting on Powell, so he might render it all moot. Microsoft. That's a daily inside bar, doing the same thing, not worried about it. And the Goog, same thing, inside bar, nothing really going on. Yeah, I mean, my bias is bearish on this, but there's no setups on the daily, so keep an eye on it. Watch out for the Fed. We got one more day to Fed. Today's going to be a little whippy due to everybody talking and a few reports out. So, hey, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, join me at 9 o'clock, make a little money with me. And today, when you're trading, calm and cool, be at peace when you trade, and good luck with those trades.